If you're looking for a chance to test yourself on the plank and wanted something to talk you through it, I would like to offer up the 21 turns of Alpe d'Huez. This will take approximately 6 minutes. How far up the mountain can you get holding a plank? So I would invite you to start your plank in 3, 2, 1, go. The 21 turns of Alpe d'Huez. You leave the valley floor of Borg d'Azan at just 720 meters above sea level, turning left off the main road onto the D211, and the mountain wastes no time. The gradient hits you immediately, rearing up to 8 or 9% before you've even caught your breath. Turn 21, Fausto Coppi, the first hairpin and the steepest passage of the entire climb, named for the great Italian Campinissimo, who in 1952 made this mountain famous in a single afternoon. He didn't just win the stage, he stormed up in 45:22, took the yellow jersey, and never relinquished the lead. The gradient here screams above 10%. Your legs are fresh, but don't be fooled. This mountain is testing you. 42 seconds done. Turn 20, Joop Zoetemelk, named for the Dutch rider who won here in both 76 and 79. Already the valley behind you is opening up. The Dutch have had such remarkable success on this climb that it's earned the nickname Dutch Mountain. Look back if you can. Borg d'Azan is already shrinking below. 1 minute in. Turn 19, Henny Cooper, another Dutchman. The road is carved into the hillside now, the mountain rising steeply on your right, the Oisan Valley dropping away on your left. The gradient remains relentless, and you are beginning to understand that this climb does not offer a gentle introduction, nor does LTT LHS plank-offs. Turn 18, Johan van der Velde. By now you've gained perhaps 200 meters of elevation. Your lungs are starting to have a conversation with your brain. The views across to the Taillefer Range are emerging, but this is no moment for sightseeing, over a minute and a half in. Turn 17, Peter Winnen. You've reached roughly 965 meters. The brutal opening phase, what local calls the wall, is starting to relent ever so slightly. From the starting elevation of 737 meters, the first severe slope carries you all the way here. You've earned a tiny breath. Turn 16, Beat Bru, the only Swiss winner in the mountain's history. The road passes through open hillside with views beginning to expand on both sides. The gradient touches around 8 to 9%. Still hard, but the worst ramps are behind you for a moment, as is over 2 minutes of plank. Turn 15, Lucien van Impe, a Belgian this time, brilliant climber and king of the mountain who won here in 76. You're entering the middle third of the climb, where the steepest gradients lurk between 15 and 17. The mountain's not done with you. Turn 14, Luis Lucho Herrera, the Colombian climber whose name is a legend, in 84, the first South American and first amateur to win a Tour de France stage, floating up this road as if gravity simply didn't apply to him, over 2.5 minutes in. Turn 13, Laurence Fignon, the bespectacled Frenchman with the ponytail, 2-time Tour champion and the man who lost the entire Tour by 8 seconds on the final day's time trial, the closest finish in men's Tour history. His name here is a reminder that even greatness comes with heartbreak. Turn 12, Shared Honors, 1,161 meters. A string of bends between here and 9 ahead represent the consecration of your condition, whatever it may be. This is where the mountain takes inventory. Riders who have something left show it here. Those who went too hard at the bottom begin to crack. You know you're over 3 minutes in. Turn 11, Gert-Jan Thanus, the blonde angel, long flowing hair, born climber, king of the mountains in 89. Even on a quiet training day, you can feel the ghost of the crowd and the graffiti painted on the tarmac. Turn 10, Gianni Bugno, known in recent years as Irish Corner, taken over by green-clad fans like Seven belongs to the Dutch. In race years, this corner is a wall of noise and chaos. Turn 9, Andrew Hampston, the lone American who climbed into mythology with his white-knuckled ride over the Gavia in a blizzard during the 88 Giro. He won here in 92. You are now past the psychological midpoint, and the mountain knows it, and you're 3:45 through your plank. Turn 8, Robert Millar, the great Scottish climber, won here in 83. He would have won then 84 Vuelta, had the race not been taken from him by Spanish political pressure. His plaque carries the weight of what might have been. Turn 7, Dutch Corner, the most famous, most raucous section of the entire climb. Thousands of orange-clad fans pack in so tightly that riders push through a human tunnel. 10 to 11%. Today you can breathe. The Grand Rousseff Massif dominates the horizon. 4:15 in. Turn 6, Marco Pantani, the pirate, the man who holds the all-time ascent record, 37:35, set back in 97. He won here in 94, 95, dancing on the pedals in a way that seemed to mock physics. His name on this hairpin is both inspiration and reproach, 4.5 in. Turn 5, Bernard Hinault, the Badger, 5-time champion. In 86, he and Le Mans crossed the summit line hand in hand, arms raised together, one of the most iconic photos in Tour history. No one was entirely sure if it was a truce or performance, which remains one of cycling's greatest mysteries. Turn 4, Greg LeMond, from one legend to another, just meters apart, the American who reinvented road cycling with aero bars and fearless racing. 3 Tour wins. His name sits just above Hinault's, as if the argument is still being settled. You're over 5 minutes. Turn 3, Iban Mayo, the Basque climber, all fire and no brakes. You are now above 1,500 meters. From here to turn 2, the road gets to the heart of the matter again before the Pat d'Oie, the Goose's Foot, where 3 routes converge. The end is close. This knowledge does not make it easier. 5:20. Turn 2, Joaquim Agostinho, the Portuguese climber, 3 times a top 5 finisher at the Tour. You have climbed over 1,000 meters. Your legs know exactly what you have asked of them. Turn 1, less than 30 seconds to go, Giuseppe Guarini, the last hairpin and the widest. Guarini won here in 99, memorably knocked off his bike by a spectator with a camera near the summit, remounting and winning anyway. An appropriate name for the final turn. From here, the road opens onto the resort. A red flame marks the final kilometer. The gradient eases. The mountain at last lets go, and you do in 3, 2, 1, 6-minute plank done. Well done. 13.8K, 1,071 meters, 21 names on 21 signs. Every one of them earned it, as did you by your plank. Now stretch, relax, be proud of yourself, and get ready for 7 minutes next time.